Hey there. Welcome to Deeper, the podcast that just when you think we can't, we go deeper. Right into your pussy. How are you doing?
I was going to say it sounded very sexual, but then you just kind of laid it out there.
Well, that's the purpose. That's why it's called Deeper. But it's a double entendre because we're going deeper into your pussy, but we're also going deeper into your mental and emotional pussy with our conversational.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get sponsorships with that kind of
conversational excellence. We might get sponsored by Crunchyroll. You never know.
What would Crunchy... Oh, you guys talking about the badge. Here's a code for free anime?
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers that are crass get sponsored by Crunchyroll. Probably because they're, like, I don't know, a Japanese company. I don't know if they are. I just said that.
I'm assuming... I don't know.
I'm going to commit to it, even though I've done no research.
They're just... the founder's just some white guy named Paul.
My name is Paul. Shaquancho. Anyway.
You're going to have to explain that to people.
Okay, well, so we played Heavy Rain. It was Heavy Rain, right?
Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls, sorry, my bad. They're so different. Beyond Two Souls. We played that game, and the guy that they meet in the desert, he happens to be of native descent, and the joke was that we kept... The protagonist is an idiot, and referred to him as Shaquanto. So he'd be like, Shaquanto! And then he'd be like, my name is Paul.
You can talk!
I'm not even going to go into that.
That was the dumbest dialogue.
Just play the game. You got to play the game.
It's worth it.
It's like a mediocre like drama all the way up until the middle, and then it becomes a comedy.
Oh.
Anyway, we both took a drink at the same time. That's bad podcasting, but it's okay. So we should address the elephant in the room. We watched Superman, the new movie.
Yeah, when it came out like several months ago.
It might be a year at this point.
I think it's been a year.
It's been almost a year. And we're just now, recording episode 2 of our podcast.
Yeah, you could see we're really dedicated.
Well, hey, we came back. That's all that matters. But what's important is that we need to acknowledge the fact that we got some views on our last episode.
I was surprised anyone actually watched it.
I'm going to pull up the data right now.
How do you know they weren't just bots?
Who cares? A view's a view, baby.
Still be robots, and this is how they end the world. They're just going to have yours and my voice as they kill people.
That's fine. So we got 500 views.
Oh, wow.
On one of the shorts.
Oh.
The actual video got like 23. But to be fair, it's our first video. But hey, 482, that's pretty good.
That's not that bad. Maybe we should do the TikTokies for the kids.
We could.
God, I sound like an old man saying that.
Well, you are. You're 87,
I'm
right?
25. Apparently I'm at unk status. Whatever that means.
It just means that you're an old fuck.
And you're a year behind me, so...
I'm older than you. I'm your father. Don't lie to the listeners like that. Don't gaslight our audience.
I was born before 9/11. You were born after.
Don't gaslight our 23 followers. Actually, I think we have 2 followers. But don't gaslight our 23 viewers.
First of all, I was born on August 14th, 2000.
You shouldn't share that much personal information, but go ahead.
You were born...
You don't know that. I was born February 32nd, 1911.
Okay, I was born in BC, 6575.
6575 BC, go ahead.
I remember it was a Wednesday.
My dudes. Alright, so let's get back on topic. Superman, what'd you think?
I love the movie. It's my favorite version of the character.
I think it was great. There are a lot of people online, particularly on my Facebook feed, who are whining that it's not Henry Cavill.
Well, those people need to realize that universe has been dead for a while and it's never coming back.
I don't think it was very good, to be honest with you. There were a couple of things that were cool, but most of it was kind of like, eh.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea of Batman killing people or the idea that Superman just would snap.
I feel like we argued about this last episode.
Yeah, I don't want to go on a retangent.
Well, Batman can kill, I think. That's my stance. If it's done well.
But it was not done well.
That's valid. Yeah, I don't think it was either. He just was like fucking...
He was just mopey because they killed Robin, which we never saw Robin die. It was just kind of alluded to.
And you know what? If you hadn't mentioned that, I never would have knew that. That's how bad those movies were. But it is what it is. But what were your key takeaways from this Superman film?
I liked it. It was a lot more lighthearted. It was a lot more fun. You could take your family to the movies to see it. It's not like you need to be in there and be like, oh, is this not appropriate for little Johnny? Little Johnny could see it, and little Johnny would probably love it.
Yes. It would have been nice had we done this episode like right after we watched it, because I got to tell you, there's a lot of shit I don't remember. There's a black guy. He was pretty cool.
Oh, Mr. Terrific.
Yeah. Mr. Autistic.
That's you.
You might be onto something. I have been diagnosed with autism.
Oh, you finally got diagnosed?
I've been diagnosed with like everything under the sun. But it's fine. It just makes me unique.
I'm stronger.
Those are the bristles of my snowflake is autism. However,
those are pretty big bristles then.
And OCD and other stuff. However, doesn't matter. The point is, Superman is back. They brought him back from obscurity. No one knew who he was until this film came out.
Yeah, totally. The character hasn't been around for 100 years.
What's the guy's name? The director?
Oh, James Gunn.
James Handgun. He
made The Guardians.
He has brought Superman from obscurity into the mainstream using punk rock, way too much sun, and a bald guy.
You mean Lex Luthor?
That's him.
Oh, wow. I guess I'm just the obscure comic knowledge guy here.
Yes. Anyway, I don't really have too much to say about it other than that. I think that it was great. Crypto was great.
Yeah, Crypto was great. It reminded me a lot of my dog.
He was a highlight. He broke a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I think he killed a guy, didn't he?
No, he did not. He almost did. But
really? I'm pretty sure he killed a guy.
Well, if it was realistic, he would have killed someone.
At least one of those henchmen won't make it. They're not going to pull through.
They're not going to be in the sequel.
But that's not going to make the headlines because Superman took down his version of Jeff Bezos.
I thought you were going to say Epstein.
Well, that'll probably be the sequel.
They're actually filming the sequel right now.
That'll be when Batman comes into this universe, that'll be their team up. The Avengers come together, or not the Avengers, but the Justice League
come together to take on Epstein.
To take down the Jeffrey Epstein client list.
I would watch that.
And then we find out Bruce Wayne's name is on the list.
He's like, I just went for snorkeling. I had no idea.
I went for tax purposes. It was a write-off.
I didn't know what... It reminds me of Frank from Always Sunny. They did an episode where he's like, we need to shred some documents. And they're like, Frank, why are we shredding? I was on the list. And they were like, Jesus Christ, Frank. And he's like, I just went snorkeling. It was the 50%, the 10% kid diddling that ruined it for everyone.
10%. Well, at least we know snorkeling and good times were had during such a tragedy.
Yeah, and that makes you think Stephen Hawking was there, so he didn't really get to do the snorkeling.
Well, maybe they tossed him in the water. Put some floaties on him. They probably did. They probably threw floaties on him and then rode on him.
How are you enjoying the pool? I am loving it.
Well, he probably couldn't take the chair in with him. He probably just had to suffer through that and just be ridden like a human raft.
Epstein on top of him, just being like, "Go, horsey, go!"
Yeah, and he's got one of those propeller hats and a fanny pack with fake Pokeballs in it, and he's going to catch all the children.
I was going to make a horrible song about that.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, gotta molest them all. Cut that out.
It says here we've been canceled.
Oh.
Wow.
That happened actually a lot slower than I thought it would.
A lot slower? Episode 2?
Yeah,
we did go a year. We've been on the air for a year. The YouTube air. So we'll take it.
Yeah, but besides that, what he did on that island was awful. Everyone that was involved should be prosecuted and dealt with. We just make jokes here. I'm
glad that you gave a firm stance. I'm going to keep mine purposefully obscured. I'm not going to give a statement. The press will get nothing from me.
Okay, are you hiding your? are you going to run for office at some point?
No. I like my business to be private.
Okay, there you go. Send letters to Brandon.
This is gonna cause a huge scandal. I'm gonna be all over the news. I'm gonna get canceled. People are gonna try to assassinate me, and then it's gonna come out I really wasn't involved. I'm just very
They're
private.
like, oh man, we shot the wrong guy.
Yeah. Oh man, well, we already shot him.
I mean,
so.
I guess we'll find a new host for that podcast.
I mean, you can't put the brain back together once it's been.
They're working on that.
Once it's been JFK'd.
They're working on that.
I'm sure they are. But I mean,
at some point in the future, we'll get to a point where they'll just be able to switch our brains over to clone bodies or something.
I mean, maybe.
Robots.
We just know so little about how the brain works. You know, it's just like electricity. Everything's just electricity.
Yeah. It makes you ask the question: are we ready to play God?
I mean, I play The Sims sometimes.
Yeah, but that's different. Imagine if you actually controlled a little civilization of people, and you could affect their way of life.
I mean, we can. We do. My daughter drowned in a pool like a week ago, or a couple weeks ago. Remember that?
Was
Remember
it
that?
Melanie?
You don't even know her name.
What was her
She
name?
drowned in a fucking pool at my wedding, and you don't know her name.
Wait, oh yeah. This is the Sims you're talking.
Yeah.
For a minute there, I was like, do you have a secret family I don't know about?
Yeah, and, well, I did. They all drowned at my wedding. No, my daughter, her name, well, we reloaded because, you know, it was a horrible, horrible tragedy that I didn't want to stay in our world.
And you're laughing about.
We already had to lose Chris Hansen. He died of unknown causes.
I think he died of a heart attack.
Well, actually, he was riding his motorcycle, and he was 97, and he rode his motorcycle into an oil tanker and exploded.
That's how I want to go out.
They resuscitated him, but he was on fire, and he lived for 3 days.
Wait. Let me get this straight. They resuscitated him while he was on fire?
Yeah, well, they didn't have time to put the... You gotta do CPR right away. If you don't do it right away...
But I'm pretty sure the skin burning off is the more important.
Well, it was, you know... It's scar tissue, all right? Like, listen, he's either going to die or he's going to have some scars, all right?
At
some
that
burns.
point, I just want to live because it sounds incredibly painful.
I mean, it was just some burns. But they brought him back, and they tried to put the fire out, but they couldn't. Not because they didn't want to or they couldn't get to him. It was a union thing. They couldn't work over 10 hours that day. So he laid there for 3 days, and he died of dehydration.
And then he ran. I'm waiting for him to rise.
No, he's dead.
He will rise on the third day.
He is 100% dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Chris Hansen, please don't sue us.
No, I love Chris Hansen. I'm going to be him for Halloween next year, I think. I was going to be Steve Irwin, but then I was like, wait a minute, I do a much better Chris Hansen.
Why don't you take a seat?
Why don't you take a seat? I'm going to follow people around on Halloween with papers, like a thick pad of papers.
Saying you have the chat logs?
And I'm going to have someone else, maybe you, depends if you're down to do it, but I'm going to have someone else follow me around with a camera, and they're going to be the camera crew. And I'm going to walk up to people cold in the streets with a sweater on, and I'm going to dye my hair white and put it over.
You're really dedicated.
I'm going all the way. I'm going to become Chris Hansen, and I'm going to catch those predators on the streets. And you know what? I guarantee you, one of the people that I interview will actually be a predator and will run.
Or they'll get violent.
Or they'll become violent, which that would also be funny. Maybe we should actually record it in case that happens, just so we can post it and get the clout.
I see you like Sour Patch Kids.
Especially if I get murdered, because if nothing else, my death should be monetized.
And that would be hilarious. Logan Paul could learn something. Wait, Logan Paul tried that.
What, killing himself?
No, I wish, but but no, he tried to monetize the Suicide Force video.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's different. I'm talking about me getting murdered in the streets.
Well, if it's you, it's not really offensive if you make that part of your will, flat out saying, or you make it that your last known request was, I want people to make money off my dead body.
Well, this is my official statement. This is legally binding. If I'm murdered on film, I want it to be posted for the entire public to enjoy. And it should be monetized.
We would probably have to edit some stuff out, like the extreme violence.
No. It should be unedited. It should all be in.
We'll tell that to YouTube censors.
We don't have to put it on YouTube. It just needs to be somewhere on the internet.
We'll put it on Pornhub.
That'll work. Whatever that fucking beat is.
And I'll just Photoshop in a picture of something else and people will think it's actual porn.
Well, put the thumbnail as like Chris Hansen porn, and then it's just me.
You getting brutally stabbed.
After asking a young man with his children why he sent pictures of his penis to a 14-year-old boy. Anyway, that'll be fun. That'll be a fun way to spend Halloween.
It will be your last Halloween.
If I survive, I'll be Steve Irwin next year, and maybe we'll dress you up as a crocodile, and I'll get to like
A stingray.
no,
Because that's what killed him.
I know, but you got to be a crocodile, so that way it's more funny. Because like if you're a stingray, then you'll just look like a child. But if you're a crocodile, you'll be all floppy, and when I inevitably tackle you, and wrestle you and put you in a rear naked chokehold, or a figure 4 leg lock, or Kurt Angle's ankle lock, or I don't know. Whatever submission hold you want, you can throw in any there.
Full Nelson.
The full Nelson. You could put him in the master lock, which is basically the same thing. An arm bar. The rear naked testicle twister. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. The purple nurple.
What are we? We were talking about Superman, and then we got on these weird tangents.
There's nothing weird about this. It's my fantasy to wrestle a crocodile with my bare testicles out. Not the dick is obscured, just the testicles. And
so the crocodile could bite on your testicles?
Well, no, my testicles are hidden behind it. It's just the sensation of the leathery skin as I'm wrestling for my life.
So what are you going to do if you win? Yeah, because have you seen how strong crocodiles are? I'm sorry.
Listen, it's all about where you get them. You got first of all,
arms.
You got to get them on land. Also, it doesn't matter. Their jaw power is all in the shutting. They have very weak jaw power to open it. So as long as I get a hold of them, and it's important. I should specify this will be on land. If I attack them in the water, I'm dead.
So how are you going to get a crocodile to come on land?
I'll probably use you as bait. I'll strap you to a fishing pole.
Wait, how big is this fishing pole?
It's big. I'm gonna go to Lowe's and ask them to build your death mechanism.
How big do you want this, son?
Well, you don't have to die. Just you might. If it happens, it's for science.
How big do you want this fishing pole?
Well, it needs to be able to carry
170-pound man.
A 170-pound man who is way into obscure comic book characters like Superman, and it needs to be able to. It doesn't need to be able to reel in fast. It just needs to be able to get a crocodile.
It does need to reel in fast.
Well, that's optional. I don't want to pay extra for it. So if it's going to cost me extra,
I will pay extra for it.
You're not involved in this. You don't even know this is happening. You're going to forget about this, and then like next Halloween,
I'm going to wake up and I'm just going to be.
You're going to be dangling in front of a crocodile pit.
I'm going to be like, Brandon, what the hell did you do?
You'll be like, Brandon, and then you'll get eaten by a man-eating crocodile. But I'll have fulfilled my sexual fantasy, and you'll have helped me do that.
Oh, great! That's how I die.
It'll be monetized.
How did you? I'm up there in the sky, and they're like, "How did you die, young man?"
Well, I was used as bait, so my friend could fulfill his sexual desire to wrestle a crocodile with.
I did not consent to this
with his testicles out. And again, his penis is not showing. It's just his testicles popping out and just going up against the abrasive leather skin of the crocodile. Should I continue with more detail?
Sure.
No, I don't think I will, actually. I think I'm going to keep it to myself.
I think we should edit that part out.
It's my fantasy. And I want people to know.
I wonder how much we'll have to edit.
Oh, I'm not editing it. This is all going in.
No, it's not.
Every bit of it is going in.
No. How am I supposed to get a job if people search my name and the first thing they see?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your name's not associated. You can be totally...
I'm Bob Cornhole.
And there you go. This is my partner, Bob Cornhole. And, Ralph.
His name is Ralph.
That was a diet soda. Diet Cola. I'm not going to say the brand. But, listeners, you can...
Yeah, if you can break down what that burp beverage came from.
If anyone can hear me right now, if anyone's listening, you should, if you can decipher just for my burp, what brand of Diet Cola that was, I will send you
a pack of anime stickers.
Not just that, I'll also send you an empty plastic bag with the letters "fuck you" written on it, and I'll spit in it. Just for extra.
Oh, so you're going to be selling your spit like Gamer Girl bath?
No, I'm not selling it. It's a reward, so I can write it off for tax purposes.
It's going to cost more to ship that stuff.
But I'll be able to write it off because it's for business purposes. And it's also charity. Because they're getting a free reward.
You know, if I was a Make-A-Wish child, I never thought I would start a sentence with that.
But go on.
You know how kids are like, what do you want to get when you die, little Timmy? Well, it's not what do you want to get. What is your last... You want to see John Cena? You want to go to Disney World?
No one can see John Cena.
I want to clap cheeks.
You want to clap cheeks? Whose cheeks? I wonder what they would say.
No, I think they legally couldn't do anything about that because even if they found a consenting person, it would be considered like child prostitution.
Well, it wouldn't... I mean, no one's getting paid for it. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I would say, little Johnny, do you want anything else?
I mean, they could help him get a girlfriend. And then if cheeks are clapped... Or a boyfriend. But if cheeks are clapped by proxy of that, I mean, they have no legal liability, you know?
Yeah, but do you know how hard that would be? How much time you would have to... It would just be so much easier just to get a celebrity.
Why don't we just take them to Brazil and... Or what's the other place?
Mexico?
No, not Mexico.
Puerto Rico?
I think I am thinking of Brazil. Let's take them to Brazil, and we'll find some prostitutes.
And it's not illegal over there.
There you go. See, it's all... Jeffrey Epstein had it right. It's all about where you're located.
Oh, my God. We're going to get canceled.
No. The financier. Not...
Oh. Did you ever hear his voice before he died? Because I listened to it, and I did not imagine him sounding like that.
I don't know. I haven't listened. I don't... by the way, I'm not saying he was right about the pedophilia part. I'm saying about the being in international waters. We got to do more of that.
Not the pedophile.
No. That's horrible.
No, God. No.
That's unconscionable. However, if you're going to commit a felony, doing it in international waters or in an island somewhere is definitely the way to go. We should go to Guarma.
Or just buy your own private island. And
that's what I'm saying.
My question is, did you hear that island's up for sale?
I'll bet it is. And I'll bet it's expensive.
My question is, who's going to buy it and be like, we can rebrand this?
It's going to be Toys R Us.
Well,
we're taking back the island.
For kids, made by kids.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. We should do that. Let's make our own toy company and then we'll buy the island.
So what did you buy Jeffrey Epstein's island for, sir?
We're going to make toy stores that kids can come to. Sorry about that, listeners. There was an earthquake, and my partner died, so it's just me now.
I'm back.
Oh my God, Jesus. He's reanimated.
I was stabbed in the chest 57 times.
By an earthquake?
Yes.
Okay.
I fell on the knife that was laying propped up.
Oh, why was it propped up?
I don't know.
It's really dangerous.
Gravity?
That's not how gravity works. But you should probably have OSHA come in and check the place out. I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not.
Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about it. I don't care.
I'm just bleeding a lot.
That's fine.
Can you hand me a bandage?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll bleed out.
Well, it's a union thing. I can't get involved. OSHA. They don't want me getting involved with any wounds.
What is this?
It's OSHA.
No, what is this podcast?
It's the honest recountings.
It's like we're high and we're just rambling.
This is just how you know what I'm doing right now? I am letting out all of my thoughts unfiltered. This is what I deal with every day. Just 24/7 nonstop. It's called dick brain.
It's a medical thing.
We've coined the term dick brain for to explain my madness because no other doctors can figure it out.
Would you want to explain to them what dick brain is?
Well, I mean, it's multifaceted. You know,
go with the shortest answer first.
So there's a simplified answer and then there's like a more in-depth clinical answer. The simple answer is that even though I'm straight,
he says,
I have sort of an uncontrollable urge to talk about dick and balls at all times of the day.
So it's basically Tourette's, just for dick and balls.
Yeah, but that's one part of it. You know, like when you really get into the clinical elements of it, it's just this. It's this at all times.
And there's only one cure, in my opinion.
It's a bullet in the head.
A lobotomy.
Well, tomato. But
yeah, and your child will start showing signs of it at a very young age.
Yeah, almost immediately. I talked about this recently with Bob Cornhole here, that I found a woman online who's a streamer. Her name's Courtney. Courtney 2, I think, is her channel that I watch. She has dick brain. And I unfortunately found out she's a lesbian, which is fine.
What was the quote you told me?
She was playing Dark Souls, and she was cosplaying as Patches, the bald guy, who, spoiler alert, kicks you down into a hole.
For an almost 20-year-old game.
Yeah. But anyway, she was cosplaying as him. She had a bald cap on. And her chat was like, say something Patches would say. And she was like, chosen undead, show me your cock.
That's something Patches would never say.
But it's something I would definitely say. So I found the one other person on the planet who suffers from dick brain.
You two should never mate because it would create more.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm happy for her. She's happily in a relationship with another woman.
Well, I'm happy that you guys won't mate because of the science monstrosity you would create.
Yes. Well, that being said, maybe that's the cure for dick brain. Maybe
having a child with two people with dick.
I don't know. I didn't think it through.
What were they gonna cancel each other out?
Yeah. It's like two negatives make a positive. However, I would still like to meet her someday and maybe be friends. I feel like we'd be good friends, you know?
Yeah, you and her would just sit down and she'll be like, hi, my name is...
Oh, it'd just be anarchy. It'd be cock and balls, pussy, boobies, butts.
I have the maturity of a 12-year-old. Whenever I hear boobies, I break out into laughter.
Boobies, breastises, big mommy milkers, big fucking titty.
God, who's gonna watch this?
Well, it's a podcast. They're not gonna be watching.
Well, who's gonna listen to this? Like, I have a 30-minute break on my lunch break.
Oh, it says here, presidential candidate Al Gore has subscribed to the podcast.
Oh, is he super serial?
He's super serial.
I wonder if he ever got sick of that joke.
No. Why would he ever get sick of that joke? Well, it's really funny. It's Man Bear Pig.
Probably followed him around everywhere he went, though. People probably quoted it.
Well, I'm sure being a politician, he's used to that sort of heckling.
Yeah, but imagine you were famous for one joke on South Park, and they just kept bringing it up.
Well, he was also made whole in some sense for calling out global warming.
Oh yeah, the South Park writers were like, "Oh yeah, we need to apologize to Al Gore."
I like how they apologize for that, but not the Man Bear Pig
or the insulting him.
Yeah, giving him like an attachment disorders and anxieties and all kinds of.
No, they were the global warming is where they were.
Yeah, that's the problem.
They haven't apologized to Barbara Streisand, even though they had Mecha Streisand.
I forgot about Mecha Streisand. Well, it's like 40 years ago that came out. It feels like.
Yeah, I looked in the story behind that. The whole reason was Barbara Streisand hated South Park. They were.
Go on.
They were mad at her, so they were like, you know what? Let's poke fun at her.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean,
South Park has taught us if you exist, you're open game.
Well, that's the wonderful country we live in. It's free speech, even though there's a lot of censorship, and it's stupid. Which is why I refuse to censor my addled brain.
The only way we could censor it is by a lobotomy.
I wonder what would happen if I took LSD.
Oh God, that would be horrible.
Or maybe it would fix me. Maybe that's the
just become an LSD addict.
Maybe that's the cure for dick brain. Is you take LSD and then if you have dick if you're a normal person, LSD fucks you up. But if you have dick brain, LSD turns you completely normal.
Do not take LSD
unless you have dick brain.
This is not medical advice.
Unless you have dick brain, because it might cure it. We can't prove that it doesn't.
Yeah, but you're encouraging people to do LSD.
I'm not encouraging people to do anything. People should make their own choices. This is America. Just don't go to an island.
Owned by a man named Jeff.
Owned by a man who's in the money game.
My question is, how much money did he spend shipping? I mean, I almost said shipping. Flying people in and out.
Well, I mean, he probably had some favors. He probably... got away with a bunch of tax stuff. I mean, he committed horrible crimes. What makes you think he didn't commit other crimes?
He probably committed tax fraud.
Probably. He probably did. It's just, like when you're the government and you come along and find out, oh, this man's committing like the most horrible act you could possibly commit on a huge scale, but he's also committing tax fraud.
How do you bring that up into the conversation?
Let's fucking nail him on the tax fraud. But, well, that's actually a SpongeBob joke. Not the pedophilia, but like...
I was going to say, what SpongeBob have you been watching?
Or wait, no, I don't think it was a SpongeBob joke. It was a SpongeBob video, and there was a joke in it where like Mr. Krabs he like murders Squidward and Plankton and Patrick and like wears their skin, and then SpongeBob's in there like Mr. Krabs, and he's like, it's like horrible violin strings as he's approaching SpongeBob, and then he's like, "You better stay back, Mr. Krabs, or I'll call the police." And then he calls the police, and they show up. And he's like, The officer's like, let's see, 3 counts of murder, sex trafficking, blah blah blah. It's like, littering? You're going away for a few days, buddy. Come on. Let's go. I think the channel's called Rigmarole. They make funny animations. They made one about Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's Dutch is like, just one more score, Arthur, and we can leave. Get out of here and go around the world. And he's like, can't go around the world, Dutch, because the world ain't round. Oh, I don't believe in a round earth. And Dutch is all petrified, and he's like, because I'm a flat Arthur. And then he flattens into a puddle and dies. But the whole video is like him coming up with like one more score, Arthur, and then he gets Arthur mauled by a bear and drifted off into space. And he's like, come on, Dutch. Anyway.
First of all, that game makes no sense. The disconnect between playing it and being in the story of it.
It's called ludonarrative dissonance.
Because you make so much money.
Well...
And especially for the time, you could get to Tahiti 3 times over.
Well, you're right. But I think that highlights the point that Dutch's mind is gone.
I saw someone do a Let's Play of it, and on their second time, they were like, I'm going to make Dutch suffer. So they had their horse come over to the soup trough and poop at it. And he ate it, and I'm surprised Rockstar put this in. He started vomiting.
I imagine, though, it must have been modded or something. But who knows?
But the thought of it's just funny.
It is kind of funny. I feel like Dutch is...
He's very well written.
He's very similar to my mother.
Without the mustache, I hope?
Well, catch her in the right light. Might see a few hairs. Who knows?
Maybe your mother is Dutch.
I mean, she's not far removed. If we had been born in the Wild West, I'd probably have been Arthur. I would have got tuberculosis and died on a hill.
Who would have been John?
Well, my brother John. He probably would have been Mr. Marston. And, he probably would have pissed off his wife, and then...
Poor Abigail. She couldn't get anything she wanted. She just wanted them to live a nice, calm life after everything that happened.
Well, you're in a gang, woman. I mean, come on.
I mean, but by the time the first game starts, she thinks, oh, we're finally out of this life. Me and John can finally settle down. And then the government comes out of nowhere and is like...
You can't outrun your sins, boyo.
And then Jack gets in trouble for killing a government official when he's an adult that killed his dad.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like, they shouldn't have shot him. They should have arrested him, if anything. The fact that they shot him just shows that they're...
And they shot him like 50 times.
Yeah, well, it shows that they're no better, because they're coming out and dishing out their own outlaw justice.
Well, my thing is, they were the one that sent John, to find all of his previous gang members and kill them.
Yeah. Which, that's probably something that could still happen today,
And then they're like, maybe. John, we have too many Messians.
They definitely still use, inside men and all that. But the fact that they shot him is fucked up.
Yeah, and they didn't shoot him once. They shot him over 100 times.
Well, I don't know about 100, but they...
Well, every time we come back to they shot him, I'm just going to keep adding numbers.
They shot him 700 times. And then they dropped a boulder on him, like a wrecking ball.
Like a cartoon doink.
Yeah, boink. And then they pulled it off of him, and he folded out like an accordion. And then the Roadrunner came by and kicked him in the nutsack. Then he doubled over in pain. He was still alive at this point, full of bull. He had more holes than SpongeBob.
And then Arthur came back. Arthur
Arthur
came back from the dead and shot him to
crawled-
finally put him out of his misery.
He crawled out of his grave that Charles buried him in,
That was like 5,000 feet away.
and then ran while John was bleeding out. Ran all the way to the farm.
He crossed multiple state lines.
It's interesting. He actually had time to piss in Uncle's mouth on the way and make fun of his lumbago and call him a lazy fuck before he got there. And then when he got there, he had time to sexually molest one of the Pinkertons. And then finally, he got to John and told him Micah was the rat. You should have fucking figured that shit out, dumbass.
And John was like, we knew this. Micah's been dead.
Well, he tried to say that, but all that came out was,
I'm dying.
and Arthur was like, I don't even know what that means. And then he pissed in his mouth.
Then he shot him.
And then he shot him. But he shot him in 0.666 seconds.
And now they're both in hell.
Now they're both in hell. But Arthur's having a good time. That's what matters.
Arthur's like, is this torture or is this just
Yeah.
really hot?
Yeah. He's down there roasting Micah on a spit. Call him cowpoke.
You're a good man, Arthur Morgan, but you killed 57 men.
Honestly, he probably killed him. I've definitely killed more.
Well, that's the thing. That's also part of Ludenario dissonance.
Ludenario?
I brought it back.
Uh-huh.
Circled it around. Because in that game, you could kill a crap load of people.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I do that a lot. I didn't do that in my first 4 playthroughs, but this last one I've just been shooting. I'll just walk up to someone and go, I'll ride by them with my horse and be like, "Hey, feller," and then before they can respond, I'll blow their brains out. It's pretty fun.
Or mine is just antagonizing them.
Oh, I love antagonizing at this point.
They're just like, hey, I don't like your face.
But you got to do the positive, and then it's like, that's a fine looking horse you got there. Too bad his owner's a dumbass. It's like, what's your problem? He's like, I'm only joking with you.
And then you throw a tomahawk in their head.
Yes, that is the only correct response. Is a tomahawk to the brain.
Or if you do the second playthrough, the twins.
The twins?
The
ones who are... Oh, wait, you talking about the pig farm?
Yes.
The molesters?
Yeah, you can straight up kill them before they...
Yeah, of course you can.
And the brother will just chase you.
Is that what they did? Did they molest him?
Yeah,
I know the one guy drugged him and had a little fun with him.
I don't think they molested him. I think they just drugged him and...
But why would they do that? Clearly they did something. They didn't just drug him.
They were like, hey, you want to come in for a nice meal?
Yeah, that's messed up, man.
Why didn't they just kill him?
I don't know. I think they probably intended him to die from the drugs, but maybe they didn't give him a strong... They didn't realize Arthur was made of tougher stuff.
Well, Arthur's been drinking that beer grow juice.
Although apparently, yeah, the beer tonics. Apparently, if you get murdered by them and you keep coming back, she'll say something about it. It's like, why do you keep coming back or whatever?
It's crazy the amount of detail that's in that game, but it is ridiculous how much detail there is, to the point where the horse balls are realistic.
Gotta love them horse balls.
It's like, Rockstar, why did you put this in here? Who is...
Well, you know what? When I first played the game and I saw the horse testicles, I was like, that's a little excessive. But now when I see them, I'm like, man, to be free, man, that's freedom right
Imagine your family, you're at a family dinner, you haven't seen people for years, and they're like, so, Jerry, what do you do for a living?
Listen, there is nothing like feeling the wind on your balls. And I'm serious.
And they're like, Jerry, what do you do for him? Oh, well, I work for a game company called Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make? Are you making the next Guitar Hero? No, I'm making horse balls.
I'm animating horse balls, horse ball physics. You know what though? Let me circle back because it's a point that needs reiterating. I have as much resolve about this as JFK had when he mentioned that we needed to go to the moon, or when Martin Luther King gave his "I Have a Dream" speech. God damn it! There's nothing that says freedom more like the sensation of the wind on your balls as you're freeballing it midday. Or even in the night.
I think you need to be...
So that horse was living, God damn it, and we're not anymore.
So you're saying you want to be the horse. You want another man to ride you.
No. Your perverted mind went that way. I just want my balls to be out. in the open air.
Oh, my mind's perverted.
In the open air. It's not sexual. There's nothing sexual about this. Don't confuse. You got to compartmentalize. My crocodile fantasy has nothing to do with this. I just want.
We can't put any of this on YouTube.
If when people say I want to feel the wind in my hair, I want to feel the wind on my balls. And no man out there is going to tell me different. Any woman who sees this, which will be zero, they've clicked off long ago. They're not going to make it this far. However, except that one, Courtney, you'll listen. I know you'll listen, and you'll probably have feedback. But no man would disagree. They're going to be like, absolutely, I want the wind on my balls. And if they haven't thought that, I've just opened their world.
You just did like their mind explodes.
I blue pilled them or red pilled them or whatever.
I've watched a few female streamers, and they've jokingly said, so when you guys go pee in urinals, do you guys look at each other's wieners?
No.
No.
That is not something we do. We respect each other's little
Well, and you're
tormentors.
usually not close enough to each other.
No, proper etiquette is not to take the one right next to another guy. If you do that, you're a freak.
Yeah, you usually go like a few...
You try to go the furthest away.
Unless it's like super packed.
Well, yeah, if it's super packed, you don't have a choice. But that's understood. No one's going to think you're weird if, like, you're filled up and it's like, I gotta go, man.
Yeah, and people are going to be like, why are you breathing down my neck?
I like to get really intimate when I'm at the urinal. I like to get right up next to him, and I like to give a real long, uncomfortable sigh. Just like,
How's your day going?
No, I don't do that.
I don't talk to anyone. I'm just like...
I give them a second, because they need a second to process this sigh. Because now their mind's going, like, oh, this guy's a little too comfortable, but whatever, I'm just going to deal with it. But then, like, I wait until I start pissing, and then I'm like, you hear the tinkling, and then you go like, hit him with another big labored sigh. And then, without saying anything, with a big smile on my face, like a big relieved smile, I turn slowly to them and look them in the eye. And I say, God, that feels good.
And they're like, buddy, you're pissing on my shoe.
Well, I was aiming for their penis.
Oh.
But sometimes that happens.
So you heard it first, ladies.
And then I stroke their back. And I tell them they're a good boy. They're doing a good job.
And then someone brutally beats you.
Yeah, I've been savagely beaten many times. I've been banned from many urinals. Not the stores or the places I'm at.
How many restaurants have you been banned from now?
How many are in the States?
I don't know.
All of them. I've been banned from all of them.
Yeah, you can't go into a Red Robin without them having a picture of you on the wall saying, we do not serve this man.
I've never done it at Red Robin. I've been banned from Red Robin for another reason. Every time I'd go in there, I would yell. I would scream at the top of my lungs, "Red Robin, come!"
No, you didn't.
That's my dick brain talking. That's what I'm talking about.
If you actually, here's the problem with Brandon. He has no form of self-control.
I have self-control.
He chooses not to use it.
I choose not to exercise it. 90%.
While
of the time.
me, I'm more cautious about things, and I'm like, I forgot this is going up to the internet.
It's fine. No one knows who you are.
Well, they could tell my voice.
Also, you just said my name, you fucking pussy.
I'm Bob Cornhole.
Bob Cornhole. My name's not Brandon. That's my code name.
His code name is C Poppy.
C Poppy? Anyway.
Okay, you just made it very weird.
No. That's just how I greet people. Specifically men.
Are you sure you're not gay?
Yeah. I did have someone at work. They asked someone else if I was gay.
Why do you think they were like...
Apparently, I'm fruity like that.
Well, someone did say you had a poppin' booty.
A woman at a pharmacy. I'm not going to say which pharmacy. Because fuck that pharmacy. But...
As he burps.
There are some good people who work there. However, a woman, a pharmacist.
Was it an older lady?
I think she was like maybe late 30s, 40s.
Okay, so it wasn't like grandma.
No. It was, I suppose the kids would call her a MILF.
I would just find it hilarious if it was a grandma saying, "Young man!"
Yeah, which I don't remember her very well.
Your booty's popping!
I only worked with her like once. But the reason I know this is because months later, like almost a year later, in fact, I think more than like almost 2 years later, another person who I knew started working there and told her about me, and then she was like, I wonder, that was the one with the poppin' booty. So she's been thinking about my ass for 2 years, at least.
I wonder if it ever comes back into the back of her mind.
I hope it does. and that really that gives me great joy. I can't even speak. I'm so elated by it.
You're the difference between a woman. A woman's like, I don't like being catcalled, and Brandon's just like,
you can talk about my booty all you want. You can talk about whatever. You can talk about my fucking eyebrows. I don't give a shit. I just like to be thought of. You know, it's nice.
So if you were going down the street and someone did that, I can't do the whistle. Yeah, that. If a woman did that to you, you would be.
Oh, I'd ask for a number.
You wouldn't be like, pervert.
I probably would for fun. I'd turn around and go, pervert. And then I'd probably be like, actually,
And she's like, no, the moment's ruined.
Well, then she'd be my wife if she played along with the bit.
No, she's serious.
Oh, well, I guess that is what it is then. I'm happy I stood up for myself. But yeah.
This is. What are we even going to call this episode called? Rambling?
Did we even name the last episode? I don't remember. Let me see. I think it was just episode 1.
Episode 2. The We Can't Stay on Track.
I just saw one of the shorts. I named it Homelander. We must have talked about Homelander diddling my son and taking me wife.
He done killed my wife.
He done diddled me wife and took me son. Diabolical. But no, the title of the episode was "Is Superman Good?" So, well, I don't know.
What are we going to call this one? The Rambling of
the Epstein client list. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll figure it out.
You may want to say when you upload this video is not appropriate for children.
Oh, it's fine. That's you have to put that in the settings anyway, so it'll be fine.
Mom, Dad, Jimmy, what are you watching?
I'm gonna say it's not made for kids, but I'm not gonna age restrict it.
I mean, as long as your parents are aware you're watching two dumb idiots.
Well, I think you have to assume that in this modern world, they're watching psychopaths on the internet, like Mr. Beast.
Hey guys, today I cut a man's heart out, and we're going to give him 30 seconds to put it back in. And if he does, he'll get $10,000.
They take it out, he's just instantly, like, catatonic. It's like, hurry up, man. You're running out of time. He's just got his tongue hanging out.
And they're like, Jimmy, I think he's dead.
No, he's got 10 more seconds.
Jimmy.
And he's just got that, like, deadpan Mr. Beast smile. He looks like an animatronic.
I thought you were going to say rapist.
No, I'm not.
Edit that out. I don't want to be sued.
Too late. But we didn't. It's a joke. In fact, it wasn't even a joke. It was a mischaracterization.
Mr. Beast is probably a really nice guy.
Allegedly, is what we're gonna say.
Allegedly, he's a nice guy.
No. You just say that he allegedly. You've heard tell. People have said around the mulberry patch that Mr. Beast is a little weird. He looks weird.
Yeah, I bet you he... I wouldn't put it past him if he did. This is a cancer survivor.
And look, he's not like a... I wouldn't say he's an ugly guy. You know? He's
with the amount of money he has, he could probably get any woman.
Sure.
My question is, how did he get all that money?
YouTube, probably.
But you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, YouTube.
I know, but did he start with the money thing? Or
yeah, YouTube.
I mean...
I don't know.
My question,
I don't know.
I'm assuming he didn't start with the money thing.
No, he earned it through advertisements and YouTube.
And then he's like, you know what? I have a lot of money.
Yeah. I wish you'd give me some.
We're gonna see if Brandon could beat another homeless man to death for $10,000.
I'll fucking murder that guy. Listen, I got more to lose, brother.
And the homeless man is like, what?
Well, listen, I understand the homeless guy. I've been homeless. You know, I lived in my car. And, yeah. Well,
I'm pretty sure the homeless man wouldn't hesitate either.
He'll understand.
He'll probably try to fight you to the death, too.
Well, he's not going to get the money. It's only if I kill him. Otherwise, the money goes to some charity.
No, Mr. Beast would say, if he kills you or you kill him.
So whoever kills the other gets the money?
Yes.
Well, I hate to say this, but I would slaughter him. And I wouldn't even blink.
Would you make it a quick death or a slow death?
It depends. Depends on how well he puts up a fight. If he fights valiantly, it'll be quick. If he doesn't, well, the audience is going to get dinner and a show.
You're just brutally bashing his skull.
Yeah, so this has gone down a dark path.
Yeah.
Let's put the spotlight back on Mr. Beast. He has a weird smile.
Yeah, but he seems like a chill dude.
Well, it's not even that he's a weird smile. His eyes just look dead, which I will say, I also have that problem.
Yeah, and I bet you Mr. Beast has heard every single joke.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's a nice guy. He seems fine.
He did that charity where it's like every country should have water.
It's just impossible. I think, and maybe that's more telling of our culture. You know, let's get serious for a minute.
We're not talking about dick and bones and all this other stuff.
Maybe that's more telling of our culture, that we think because he's as generous as he is, or does as much as he does,
that he has demons in the closet.
that he's got skeletons in your closet.
Oh, I see what you did there. Superstition by what the fuck? It was the blind guy, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. So anyway,
Sorry, that was a bit of a rant.
I just think that
Well, that's what happens with every celebrity. People always feel like...
Well, yeah, people are always going to say shit. When you're famous, people say shit. Just is what it is.
I bet you back in the 60s, people were paranoid about the Beatles and thought they probably did some horrible crap.
Well, yeah, they thought that... they thought they were Satanists. Someone did.
I thought that was something. Elvis.
I think they said about the Beatles, too, but I can't remember. I think there's a point where they were burning Beatles records or something.
Yeah, because a man singing about Hold My Hand is too sexual.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and now we have music that's like overtly sexual.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it. It's just funny in retrospect.
Yeah. Well, that's just how... I mean, Dungeons & Dragons was nearly outlawed at one point. Video games were nearly outlawed at one point.
Yeah, with D&D, they did a 60 Seconds thing in the 80s. 60 Seconds, the news segment.
Mm-hmm.
Where apparently a kid killed himself because because they said his character got a curse on him. I'm like, no, that's more because the child probably was not mentally stable.
Yes, and probably wasn't in a great home environment, unfortunately.
Yeah, and they interviewed with the mom, and the mom was like, I'm going to blame the game, and she still blames it to this day.
Well, that's a pretty clear sign that maybe she was part of the problem.
I mean, I guess it's easier to blame something else than reflecting and being like...
Maybe I was a bad parent. Which, it's a tough thing to deal with, so... I'm not going to hate on her.
But it wasn't nice. Gary Gygax, the creator of D&D, flat out said in that interview, it comes down to bad parenting.
Well...
It was just like, damn, Gary, this woman's grieving.
It feels a little bit...
insensitive?
It feels like it's reducing the problem. Like, life's complicated, all right?
Yeah, but I don't think someone would kill themselves over a video game or...
I'm sure people would, but usually... A rational and healthy and in a stable environment kind of person would not do that.
Yeah, it was like when the Columbine shooting happened, people blamed Doom, but at the time they just needed anything to blame because that was the first time a real school shooting was really publicly aware to the world. And
yeah, well, I mean, people blame all kinds of shit.
And parents with that stuff need to find something to blame because... When it's like a national tragedy like that, and it's not your fault as a parent that some child came into the school with a firearm and killed other children, that's not on you. If your child was one of the children killed in the crossfire. I don't know what I'm talking about.
On that note, this has been episode 2. No, we gotta close it out. Any final thoughts on... You know what? Let's even do this. Let's talk about the state of the podcast.
I feel like we legitimately, if we do a third episode, and if we put this one out, we might need to edit some things we said.
No. We don't need to edit.
Put a voice filter over me.
It's fine. You just gotta embrace it.
They're gonna be like, Mr. Bob Cornhole, we looked up your name, and you were tied to this Dick and Balls commentator.
Well, listen, I mean, they're not gonna care about that. And plus, if you have that much notoriety, you don't have to get a fucking blue collar job. And plus, you can always work in construction. They'll hire anybody.
I'm a meth addict, and I killed 5 people.
The company I work for literally employs current drug addicts.
Are you forklift certified?
No, but I could be. You're hired. Can you stay awake for more than 10 minutes at a time? I think so. That's good enough. Get in the truck.
Just buy a shitload of monsters.
Yeah. So, but let's seriously analyze the state of the podcast. We have posted 2 episodes now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm told some of those 2 episodes are quite good. And I think we should continue. I think the people need a fresh perspective. People need honesty. They need family values. They need
this is totally family values.
Integrity and truism, heroism.
Oh my God, you just got me thinking of South Park. Integrity.
Integrity. Wow. a secret badge of integrity. Where the fuck is it?
People probably think we're high.
Well, this is just my brain.
No, I'm completely sober.
I've done weed a long time ago.
And I bet it calms you down more than this.
It just gave me a headache. But, like I was saying, before you fucking derailed me like a psychopath, the state of the podcast is strong, I think. What do you think about it?
I think it's going to be good as long as it doesn't affect my personal life.
It won't. I think you're worrying too much.
If we get to that point where it's affecting my personal life, I'll be like, I'm finally made it, Mom.
You finally made it. Yeah, well, that's a quality problem, right? When you have to consider how a podcast might be damaging your reputation, you've made it in the podcast world.
Yeah, it's like, we can't hire you because of the controversial things you said.
What jobs are you trying to get that they're going to be worried about whether or not you made a podcast?
Maybe I want to be a marketing executive.
That's a wonderful portfolio to have, that you've marketed yourself in a podcast about dick jokes. You could market anything if you can market yourself on dick jokes. I'm just saying.
I don't know, a Christian youth pastor?
Why would you want to be a Christian
I don't know. It was the first thing that popped into my head.
Okay. Well, I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
But regardless, no one's gonna find out unless you tell them. I don't think anyone you know is looking up dick joke podcasts, or gonna click on something called Deeper.
Well, I bet you someone clicked on it thinking the first episode thinking this is going to be a really deep philosophical podcast.
It is. What do you mean? This is the most. Everything I'm saying is in code.
You saying Homelander?
I'm gonna be. Homelander. I'm gonna be centuries from now. They're gonna look back and they're gonna regard me as this era's Plato, and they're gonna realize, who's that other philosopher guy? Fuck was his name? Aristotle. Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's the actor. You mean Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles?
Hillary Swank. All the people, of the great minds of our time. Albert Einstein.
Don't bring it back to Epstein.
Albert Einstein.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw a video. This was the funniest thing. It was like, you time travel and you have dyslexia. Mm-hmm. And this guy goes back to the time of Albert Einstein, shoots him, and he's like, these are for the kids on the island.
Anyway. The state of the podcast is strong, I think.
Yeah, we should call it before I go on a weird rant.
I'm trying to wrap it up, but you keep bringing up shooting noted figures of history.
I'm sorry, I'm good at it.
Well, anyway.
We could do a whole episode about that.
I digress. This has been episode 2 of Deeper, where we go deeper into not only your physical pussy, but your metaphysical pussy. Courtney, if you're out there, if you hear this, know that I love you as a person. So we should hang out.
Isn't she in the UK?
No, I think she's American. Maybe she. Who knows? I'll book a ticket. Listen, some people.
500 years.
I've traveled 500 miles to be your best friend. I would love that. In a perfect world, that'd be great. To find one of my kin.
And we are sponsored by Oots Chips.
Not sponsored. We'd like to be.
Chip brands.
Listen, if this brand of cola can figure out who you are. In fact, every brand of Diet Cola, just send me deals to sponsor, and I'll just say that I'm drinking your brand, and then you can send me your brand, and I'll actually drink it. Has to be Diet
with me,
Cola.
if it's iced tea, I'll take it.
I don't think they're going to be. I don't think any sponsors are going to make it this far into the podcast, but we can hope.
Dad, I have a great marketing idea for you.
What's the idea?
No, I'm just imagining executive son is.
Oh, yeah, this is yeah. It wouldn't go well.
He's
I was watching this podcast as they talked about dicks and penises and assholes and Jeffrey Epstein and building a Toys R Us on his island. Son, what the fuck are you watching?
Son, what does this have to do with Coca-Cola?
Son, I've just realized I'm a terrible father and should have been monitoring you closer.
Son, I shouldn't have given you free range to the internet.
Also, why do you still talk like that? You're 37. You need to grow up.
I can't.
I'm trying to, Dad, but I've been watching too much podcasts.
Okay, that's it. On that note, this has been episode 2 of Deeper. Bye.
Signing off. Please remember to wash your balls and let them fly in the wind at least once a week. Good night.